Hello friends, welcome back. In the previous tutorial, we have learned how to create variable constants and when to create variable and constants. Let's proceed. Now I am going to I just want to write a previous code that we have learned, that is keeping track of total weapons. Do you remember? We create a variable int number of bullets, bullets, bullets is equal to 100. I create another variable with number of grenades is equal to 300. I can create one more variable as total weapons is equal to 0, right? Then I can calculate the total weapons. Total weapons is equal to number of bullets, current number of bullets plus number of grenades. I can calculate and I can display the values on the screen. Debug.Log. I can say number of bullets is equal to double quotation plus number of bullets I can display. Then I can say Debug.Log. I can say number of grenades is equal to double quotation plus number of grenades I can display, and I can also display the total number of weapons. Total weapons is equal to double quotation plus number of total weapons, bracket close, semicolon. If I save and see, we should get on the console window number of bullets 100, number of grenades 300, total weapons 400. You can see we have number of bullets 100, number of grenades 300, total weapons 400. Good. Now let us proceed and say that player has thrown, thrown, thrown all grenades, right? Then what happens, guys? We should set the number of grenades equal to 0, and we can see Debug.Log and see the number of grenades, whether it is reduced or not. Number of grenades is equal to plus number of grenades, and let us save and check out. Here the number of grenades, it should be 0, right? Let us save and come back, run and check. You can see that we have here number of grenades 0. That is good. Then let us proceed and let us take player has collected 100 more bullets. Let us take, then we say number of bullets is equal to number of bullets plus 100, we add. Then we say Debug.Log. Let us check it out, what is the number of bullets at present. We can say equal to double quotation plus number of grenades, and we can save and we can see number of bullets should be 200 at present. You can see that we have number of bullets. Oh, number of bullets is 0. What I did? Why I am getting number of bullets 0? We are displaying here number of grenades. That is the reason. Number of bullets I have to display. Let us save and come back to Unity. If I play now, you can see we have number of bullets 200. That is good. Then we can display the total weapons. Debug.Log total weapons, weapons, weapons plus total weapons, bracket close, semicolon. Now I should get total weapons. Number of bullets are 200, number of grenades is 0. 200 plus 0, I should get here 200. Let us save and come back and run the code. Oh, you can see that total weapons is 400, but it should be 200, right? Now I hope you know already what mistake I have done, right guys? In the previous tutorial I told you how to solve this problem. Now as I told that computer has no self-intelligence, it is not going to calculate automatically. You have to tell everything to it step by step. Now here the total weapons, the output I expected 200, but I am getting the output 400. Now this is a situation, okay? Such a situations you will come across in your games. Maybe like let us take an example that you might be expecting the enemy should rotate and maybe get invisible. The enemy will not get rotate or will not get invisible. You might be expecting something and you are getting something else, right? That is actually a problem in logic, guys. That is known as logical error. Now I told you there are different types of errors like syntax errors, logical errors, runtime errors, right? Now syntax errors are also known as compiler errors or parsing errors. The compiler errors or parsing errors are identified by the Unity and it will give you the error message on the console window. You just need to double click on that error. It will take you to the line where you have error. Then you can remove that error. That is also a debugging. But if you have logical error, like if you are expecting something and you are getting something else, that means you have a problem in the logic. Understanding? So such logical errors you can solve by debugging or a tracing technique, or you can say manual testing, you can say. Now as I told, you can debug your code or see what exactly happening behind the scene in your codes by using the Debug.Log method. This is a one way. The Debug.Log method you have to use every time and see whether everything is changing or not, whether what is happening behind the scene you can see. Like let me tell you, you can use the Debug.Log technique. Like in every step you can write a Debug.Log and see that this is what I am expecting, whether I am getting or not. You can do like that. You can say int, let us take number of bullets. I will write number of bullets equal to 100. Now I need to check that Debug.Log. I need to check in every line. In every line I have to say, after every code I have to say, I have to see number of bullets. Let us take, I am checking now number of bullets. I am expecting that system will create one memory location with the name number of bullets with the value 100, and if I run now, I should see here number of bullets should be 100. I can save and come back to Unity and run the code. You will see here number of bullets equal to 100. Good, that is what I expected and I got. That is really good. Then I can create another variable with number of grenades. Let us take number of grenades. I will create another variable with the value 300. Then I will check it out now. What should be the number of grenades? I know that if I run here, I can say here number of grenades, grenades, number of grenades. I can display here number of grenades. Now if I run the code, I am expecting that number of bullets here it should display 100, and here I am expecting the number of grenades should be 300. I just save it and come back and run the code. You should see here number of bullets 100 and number of grenades 300. That is correct, no problem, right? Then I can create another variable with the name int total weapons, weapons, weapons is equal to 0. I initialize here. Then again I just check it out, total weapons. I just copy this and paste it over here, and I say here total weapons. I can say total weapons. It's simple, that total, TOTAL, total weapons. Total weapons is equal to total weapons. So I save it, and I'm expecting here that total weapons is 0. It should display here total weapons. I can save it, I can come back, and again I run the code. If I run the code, you will see number of bullets 100, number of grenades 300, total weapons 0. That is good. Now actually it should calculate the total weapons and display to us. So what I do, I just I can calculate here total weapons is equal to number of bullets plus number of grenades. Can you see that? Then I check the total weapons again, so that I should be confirmed that I am writing the code proper, my logic is perfect. So now if I save and run, here it should display total weapons is equal to 100 plus 300, it should display 400. I can save and come back and run the code. You can see that we have the total weapons 400. That is good. Now instead of here setting total weapons equal to 0, you can directly calculate the number of grenades and number of bullets there only, right? And you can remove these two lines. Now here you can see number of bullets is 100, you will get here number of bullets 100. Number of grenades is 300, you will get here number of grenades 300, right? And the total weapons is number of bullets plus number of grenades. 100 plus 300, you will see 400 here, and it will give you 400 there. You can save and come back to Unity and run the code. You can see that we have number of bullets 100, number of grenades 300, total weapons 400. This is how you write code. This is all about logical skill, how you write the code. Then let us take, as I told, like player has thrown, THROWN, thrown all grenades. Then of course you will be saying here number of grenades is equal to 0. Now this is the place where you are going to check once again the number of grenades. So I can copy that, whether the number of grenades changed or not, I can see in this place. Okay, I just save it, I come back and run the code. You should see number of grenades 0 last, right? And also we know that of course I have reduced the number of grenades. If I reduce the number of grenades, I can check the total weapons again here. I can paste it. I can even see the number of bullets, how many are there. I can copy that, I can paste it over here, I can save. Now in this last 3 lines should show me the number of bullets 100, number of grenades 0, the total weapon should be 100 plus 0, I should get here 100. I save it, I come back to Unity and I run the code. And you can see here at the last 3 lines, number of bullets is 100, number of grenades is 0, total weapons is 400. Oh, but it should be 100. By this I can understand that I expected 100, but I am getting 400. So there is a mistake somewhere over here. I can identify that, I can check that one, what mistake I am doing, right? I know that here, before displaying the total weapons, I must and should calculate the total weapons once again. So what I do, I can write over here, or I can write just below this line also. I can write just displaying the total weapons. I can calculate one more time total weapons equal to total weapons plus not total weapons is equal to number of bullets plus number of grenades. I can save, right guys? Just before displaying the total weapons, I am calculating once again total weapons equal to number of bullets, number of grenades. What happens here? We know that the number of bullets is 100, number of grenades is at present 0 currently. So here we have number of grenades 0, here we have number of bullets 100, and of course here it displays 100. And here the number of grenades we have 300, and of course after calculating this we will be having the total weapons 400 it will display. Now here the number of bullets, current number of bullets is 100, current number of grenades is 0, it will be added and total weapons is going to become now 100. So here I know that I should get the value 100. So if I save now, I can come back and run the code and see that I will get the result last one, number of bullets is 100, number of grenades is 0, total weapons is 100. This is how you keep track of what is happening behind the scene, guys. You can keep track of the total weapons now, right? It is a programmer's responsibility to keep track of everything, because you should not do any mistakes. Understanding, logical mistakes should not be there, otherwise you might be expecting something, you will get some other outputs, right? Now, as I told, like you can say here, player has collected 100 more bullets, let us take. Then of course what I need to do means I need to increment the number of bullets. Number of bullets is equal to number of bullets plus 100, I need to add to it. Of course I can see how many number of bullets are there now by copying here and pasting it over here. And of course here the number of bullets, the current number of bullets, you can see that is 100. 100 plus 100 is 200, so definitely I should get here 200. I can save and check out once I come back to Unity, and if I run the code, the last output should be 200. You can see that number of bullets is 200 we got. That is good, right? Similarly, I can check it out how many number of grenades are there. I can copy here and paste and see that here the number of grenades should be 0. That is the current value of number of grenades. Of course I should get the 0 output, right? I can save and come back and run the code and see I will be getting the value last one 0. Number of grenades is 0, right guys? This is how it works. Then I can calculate the total weapons. I can copy this and I can paste over here, and it should be, according to my knowledge, it should be 200. I am expecting here 200 because number of bullets is 200, number of grenades is 0. I should get 200. I save it, I come back and run and check the code. That we know that definitely we are not going to get the correct answer because it is total weapons is 100. We are not calculating that, right? Now I know what to do. Just before displaying the total weapons, I should recalculate the total weapons so that I should get the correct result, right? So Debug.Log is a method which is really useful to see what exactly happening behind the scene as well as what mistakes we are doing, right? This is used for debugging purpose, you can say. Now if I save and run the code, I will get every result proper. Right guys, I got the total weapons 200. We are keeping track of data perfectly. Number of bullets is here 100, number of grenades 300, total weapons is 300 plus 100, we got 400. Number of bullets here 100, we reduce the number of grenades to 0, so number of grenades is 0. Total weapons should be the sum of number of bullets plus number of grenades, that is correct only. Here number of bullets is 200, number of grenades is 0, total weapons is 200, perfect. So this is how you can use the Debug.Log method to log your messages and check out whether you are performing your or you are writing the logic correct or not, right? But we know that at the end of game development, or you can say the complete the completion of the product, you should not have any debug messages or any warnings or in your code actually. So instead of writing like this, okay, you can even use another way of checking what exactly happening behind the scene and what mistakes you are doing. Let us take an example for that one. Okay, let us take, I delete this one, I delete this one, I delete this one. Okay, I delete this line. Here I am, and I delete these lines. Please bear with me guys, I'm just arranging the content. Okay, let us say this. Here we are, the number of bullets 100, number of grenades 300, total weapons should be number of bullets plus number of grenades, so that is 100 plus 300. Here I should get the value 400. That means the first output should be 400. The number of grenades is 0. Here I should get the output is 0. And number of bullets we are incrementing by 100. So number of bullets I should get here 200. That is good. Now the total weapons should be 200 plus 0. I should get here 200. That is what I am expecting. If I save and run the code, you can see that here the total weapons is 400. We reduced the number of grenades to 0. Number of bullets is 200. We incremented 100, right? So 0 plus 200, I should get here 200. But I am getting 400, guys. That is wrong. So there is a mistake in the logic. Are you guys understanding? Now you can identify where and all you are making mistake in your code, okay, by using another technique that is known as debugging. And that debugging technique you can perform by using the Unity's debugger tool. Let me tell you, you are going to use a debugger tool. How you are going to use a debugger tool? Let me tell you. First thing what you need to do means, let me come back. This is cleared only. Before clicking this play button, here you have a play button to run your project. You should not click this one. What you need to do means you need to click this play button, which is in the MonoDevelop. You click on this play button, you get a window with the name attach to process. Now what you need to do means you are going to attach Unity debugger. You can see here Unity debugger. You can attach it by clicking on the attach button. If you click once, maybe it will not get attached. You can click it again and again so that it will get attached. Once it will get attached, this icon will get changed to stop button, and you get some new buttons over here. We understand what are these buttons step by step, and you get these panels automatically. Understanding? Here you have a call stack which is used to maintain the function calls or keeping track of function calls, I can say. And the locals is a representation of your memory, exactly how your memory looks at present, that is displayed in the locals panel. Good. Now once you have attached the debugger, then what you need to do means you can keep a breakpoint. Now breakpoints are really useful. We know that our program executes from the start method, right guys, at present. This area, the area that you see here just before the numbers, right, this is known as a gutter area. Now in this area you can keep a breakpoint. Now breakpoint means stopping the flow of execution. That's the meaning of breakpoint, I can say. If you click over here, the flow of execution of your code, I can say that the control will come and stop in this place, guys. The control will come and stop. If you keep anywhere a breakpoint, it will stop there. After that you can execute your code step by step. Now if you want to put a breakpoint, as I told, go to the line number and go to the gutter area, just click there. You will get this filled red circle, right? A circle filled with a red color, or I can say a brown color, something like that it is. You can click there. If you want, you can remove also. Just you need to click once again. That is actually known as toggling. You can see here you have toggle breakpoint. You can use shortcut F9 also. It has went, right? You can put a breakpoint again, right? So this is how you can use the Unity's debugger tool. I hope you guys have understood. You can put breakpoints as many number of times you want. I can put one breakpoint here, then let us take I want to put a breakpoint over here, then I want to put another breakpoint over here, then I want to put another breakpoint over here. I can put any number of breakpoints to see how the code is working. Let us see now. I just clear this, stop the code, I run the code once again. You can see that our control is stopped over here, and I can see what is happening at present is number of bullets is 100, number of grenades is 300, total weapons is 400. That is perfect. So I can step over also once again like this, right? Or I can press this continue button, continue execution button. it will directly take you to the next breakpoint. You can see that it is stopped over here, and now I can see the status of my variables. Number of bullets is 100, number of grenades is 0, total weapons is 100. Perfect. If I want, I can step over one by one, or I can continue to the next breakpoint. And now you can see number of bullets is 200, number of grenades is 0, total weapons is 200. Perfect. So I can step over and display, or I can continue the code execution. I hope you guys are understanding how do we use the breakpoints, how they are useful. If you want to remove any breakpoint, just click on that breakpoint. The breakpoint removed. Right, guys? And if you want to deattach the debugger, you can deattach by clicking on this button again. If you click this, now the debugger is not attached. Even though you have a breakpoint, if you run the code, your program will continuously going to get executed. It is not going to stop at that breakpoint. Can you see that? So you must and should attach the debugger to use the breakpoints. Understanding? I hope you guys have clearly understood how do we use the breakpoints, how they are useful. So one way is to use the Debug.Log method. Another way is you can use the Unity's debugger tool. Most of the time, like in games, we will be using the Unity's debugger tool many times, or sometimes we use Debug.Log also. It depends again upon the situation. And you will get the idea, much more idea you will get when we will be working with games later or simulations later. Right? I hope you guys have understood how do we trace the code. This is also known as tracing, guys. Tracing, step by executing your code step by step is known as tracing. Or you have another way to see what exactly happening behind the scene by using the paper and pencil. So here I have the paint. Let me explain how the code is executing behind the scene for you guys. Let me explain step by step. Now, when I click on the play button, current scene is going to get executed. Current game objects are going to get created. It goes to the current component script. It goes to the start method. And the program start executing the code step by step, line by line, top to down. Understanding, guys? Now, when I say play button, we are in the start method. So here we are, guys. Actually, what happens means the system, just think that this is the memory, right? This is the memory, and let us take this is a stack, S-T-A-C-K, stack. And on the stack we will be having the start method on top of the stack. That is what you can see. If I want, I'll just show you that. Attach a debugger, attached. I put a breakpoint on the first line and I run the code. You can see that we are over here. Let's see the window, weave, debugging windows, call stack. Here we are. On call stack, you can see that start method is on top of the stack at present. There are 3 memory locations created. Now remember that all local memory locations are going to get created on the stack or in the memory, I can say. In the memory, for each memory location or for each variable, one memory location will be created based on the data type. What I usually explain means, I explain like how the code executes. According to that, the memories will be created, because that will be easy to understand. Let us take an example that still these memory locations are not created. Just assume like that. So first what happens means, when the system come to this line, it creates one memory location with the name number of bullets based on the size of the data type. Actually the integer type is 4 bytes in C#. We see whether it is 4 bytes or not. I'll show you later. the size of each and every data type. Now what happens, guys, when the system comes to this line, it creates one memory location. It creates one memory location, and let us take its name is going to be number of bullets. Okay, this is memory, guys, memory, memory. So system or a control creates one memory location with the name number of bullets, and it is going to have some address. Let us take #1 is the address, or #0 is the address. Let us take #0, we are assuming #0 is the address, and by default it is going to keep the value 0, right? Then once you execute this line, it will keep the 100 in the number of bullets. Understanding? Now if I execute this line, let us step over, you can see that the number of bullets become 100. What system does means, it will overwrite, it will remove that 0 and put the value 100, and you can see the current status is number of bullets 100. Understanding? Then it executes the next line. What it does, it creates another memory location with the name number of grenades of same 4 bytes with the name number of grenades, NUM of, I have written grandes. Okay, I write here number of grenades. You can see, I'll replace this name. Okay, I'll replace this name with number of grenades properly. So at present I will write the same name. Let us take number of grenades. Spelling mistake, no problem. Now number of grenades is going to be at present 0. You can see that. Let us take its address is #4, and it will be having the value 0 at present. By default, integer values are going to be, or integer variables are going to have the value 0. Now if I execute this line, you can see the number of grenades became 300. What happens means, it is going to remove this and overwrite with 300. Understanding? This is how the code executes, guys. Now what happens when this line will get executed? System will create another memory location with the name total weapons, which is also of 4 bytes. TOTAL, total, WEAPONS, total weapons. Let us take its address is #8, and by default the value will be 0. Once you execute this line, it is going to have 400. So 300 plus 100, it is going to override this one with the value 400. This is how the code works, guys. Behind the scene, it executes. Understanding? Then if you display Debug.Log number of bullets, it will display current value of number of bullets 100 on the screen. The number of grenades, that is the current value is 300, it will display that one. Total weapons, it will display 400 on the screen. Then when we execute this line, or when the control executes this line, number of grenades becomes 0. Here also same thing. Number of grenades is going to be overwritten by the value 0. Here you are going to have the value 0. This is how you can use a paper and pencil and manually start understanding the code, or check out how the code works behind the scene. Simple. Then at present we are going to execute this line. Number of bullets is 100, number of grenades is 0. You are going to get the 100. So total weapons is 100. What system does now? It will override this one with the new value, that is going to be 100. Understanding? Then of course we can display number of bullets, number of grenades, total weapons. It will display properly everything. Here we are calculating again. Number of bullets is at present 100. That also we can see here. Number of bullets is 100. Number of bullets plus 100 we are adding. 100 plus 100 is going to be 200. That 200 is going to be placed in number of bullets. What happens now? Number of bullets, the current number of bullets is going to be added by another 100. 100 plus 100 is going to become 200. So what system does? It will replace this memory location value by 200. So at present number of bullets are 200, number of grenades is 0 and total weapons is 100. That is the reason we are going to calculate that in the next line. Number of bullets is 200, total weapons is going to be 200. Number of bullets plus number of grenades will be added and placed in the total weapons. You are going to have here, this will be overwritten by the new value which is going to be 200. Then you can display the values one by one on the screen. And you should see the output if it is completed. You can see everything is proper, and at the present number of bullets is 200. Here also we have number of bullets 200, number of grenades 0. Here also we have number of grenades 0, and the total weapons 200. Here also we have total weapons 200. So you can use paper and pencil to see how exactly the code is working. And as I told that most of the time I will be explaining like step by step. When this line will get executed, at that time only memory will be created and then the value will be placed. That is how I explain, so that it is easy for me to explain and make you understand. But you should remember that whenever a control enters into a method, it will create all the local variables in the memory based on their data types. Now I can remove the breakpoint, I can detach the debugger, and I can continue executing the code. Right? That's it guys for this tutorial. I hope you guys have understood. Now onwards, try yourself. Like maybe you have written addition of two numbers program or subtraction of program or maybe simple interest or an area of a circle. Try using the breakpoint. Check out how it works behind the scene. Understand how the debugger works. You can try yourself. For this tutorial, I think this much is enough guys. Hope you guys have learned a lot of things in this tutorial. So keep learning, keep coding. See you in the next tutorial.